And this is where I'd put my Rita if I had one. Hey, Ranger fans, this is Jake, Whaddaya 3 from MorphinLegacy.com, and we gotta talk.
Hey, it's time for another Whaddaya figure.
So, over the last couple of days, images of Wave 6 of the Lightning Collection had leaked online. So we got press photos of the new figures coming soon in Wave 6. There was a lot of discussion on Twitter regarding these figures, and mostly because they're not that great. So I really want to talk about them because I feel like I did a little poll whether or not you wanted to hear about my opinions on the Wave 6. And I have some opinions, so let's talk about them. And over here, you can see them, so that's a good time, right? Alright, so let's talk about them. Okay, so in this wave, there really are a lot of repeats. I mean, this wave is kind of a burner wave. I mean, I ordered 3 of the 4 of them, so again, I am a completionist, so I did order 3 of the 4 of them. But let's talk about them. So up first, let's get the boringness out of the way. Up first is Goldar. So we're seeing a reissue of Goldar, as opposed to the one I have right there. So Hasbro is reissuing Goldar with no wings. And a pretty sword. He has a painted sword, and he also comes with a new effect. So that's what you're getting if you haven't gotten the GameStop exclusive Goldar. So I guess that's if you don't have him and you don't want him with wings, I guess. I suppose you could also call him the other version of Goldar where he doesn't have any wings. He just is, doesn't have any wings. So if you don't have Goldar yet and you want one without wings for some reason, they're reissuing him. I don't know or care. I don't care. Alright, I guess moving on. We really have to talk about that. I mean, it's a reissue. Nobody cares. Moving on. Up next is another basic reissue. So we are getting Zack, the Black Mighty Morphin Ranger, and he does come with a different effect for his power axe. So he has like a red shooting effect that comes out of the power axe when it's in the cannon mode, or if you want to call it the cosmic cannon, whichever you prefer. So he comes with that new effect, which is red now. In the original release with his dragon shield, he had, I believe it was like blue. It was like a bluish color. So if you do buy the reissue, he doesn't come with his dragon shield, and he comes with a new effect. Also, he comes with a new head. So there's the head. People are calling it the Season 2 Zack head, so because his hair changed in Season 2. So that's what Zack looked like in Season 2. I still don't think that looks like Zack. I don't think that looks like Walter Jones at all. But that's me. And then they put some poop on his head, and I guess that's poop. It could have been sculpted better. I don't like the way that looks. It looks pretty bad. I am pretty sure we can all agree that it looks pretty bad. So, but he does come without the dragon shield, so I suppose that's something that you are interested in if he comes without the dragon shield. So sweet. If you need a official release of Zack without the dragon shield, here he is. So I am buying him, obviously, because I need a Zack without the dragon shield, because I have him with the dragon shield. So I do need him without it, so I bought him, or I pre-ordered him. So that's that. Boring again. Nothing unless you don't have those figures, you're probably not that excited. So let's get to the last 2 figures, which are new. Well, they were already done in the Legacy line. So, yay. So first things first, let's talk about Tommy, the Red Zeo Ranger. Zeo Ranger V Red. So this is a new release of this figure. It was already released in the Legacy line, so there you go. I honestly have no problems with this. The only thing, I mean, he comes as the Red Zeo Ranger. He actually comes with his Zeo Power Sword, so he has that. Which was strange that he does come with that because Zeo Blue, Rocky, didn't come with his Tampas, so I guess we're just starting to do Zeo weapons now and not worrying about what really was released, I guess? I don't know. So he also comes with the blaster that has the blasting effect in it, and it also comes with the bunch of 2 weapons come with him, and you can see it right here. 2 weapons come with him, and then he also comes with the Zeo Power Sword. So you get that, the effect, And then you also get a new Tommy head. I don't know what happened with that head either. The last two heads, how many heads for Tommy have we had so far? We had the White Ranger, we had the Green Ranger, we had Dracon, and yet the head for the Zeo Tommy, it looks weird. He changed slightly. He looks, his face looks fuller. It doesn't look right. I'm sorry, it doesn't. And I honestly thought they couldn't screw up a Tommy head, but here we are. So that's what you're getting with Tommy. You do get the Zeo Power Swords, which is cool, so I'm glad we're getting that. Honestly, I don't have many complaints about Zeo Tommy. It's Tommy, it's a Tommy finger, whatever. As well, it looks pretty decent. Honestly, I'm gonna have to have it in my hand before I can give you a full review, obviously. But I wanted to talk about what comes with it, and honestly, that head is kind of merp. Doesn't really look like Tommy, but I'll take it. I'll probably just display him with the helmet on anyways, so we're okay. Now, let's get to what I usually love about these figures, which is the female figures. So this wave, for some reason, we're going with the In Space Yellow Ranger, Ashley. As many of you know, I'm sure you know this, before Toys R Us closed, the In Space Yellow Ranger, the Legacy figure, was a hardcore shelf warmer. Not because she's a female figure, not because she's a Yellow Ranger, not because of it's in space, but because Bandai chose to oversupply the stores. So I remember one of the last few times that I went to Toys R Us, and they were full of In Space Yellows. And so clearly Bandai wasn't doing well on their part with distribution. So hopefully this is better, because apparently it's sold out pretty quickly on Hasbro Pulse. So I'm assuming you can get them on Amazon, or you can wait for Hasbro Pulse. But let's talk about Ashley. I'm excited to get an Ashley figure again, because I got rid of all of my Legacy figures. I don't want them anymore. I got rid of them. So I guess I'm happy that we're getting another Ashley. She looks pretty good. Honestly, the figure itself as an action figure, it looks pretty good. But then we get to the Ashley head, which is bad. For some reason, again, they've chosen to use a smiling face. And I don't know if it's because she's a female action figure, or they don't know what to do with her, or what's happening here, but here it is. She looks scary. That is not Tracy Lynn Cruz, let's be real. Tracy Lynn Cruz does not look like that. So I don't know what's happening with her overbite, or what's going on with this figure, but please, for the love of God, Hasbro, stop making female figures smile. Have you ever heard that old saying where people tell women, why aren't you smiling more? Or whatever? That's where I feel like we're going here, so stop. Just stop. I don't want it anymore. You did so good with Trini. You can see her, there she is. You did so good with Trini, Hasbro. Stop. Stop making them smile. It doesn't look good. They're action figures. Stop it. And I know you can see next to me that her smiling is really scary. I mean, I thought Kimberly's face was scary. No ma'am. So she does come with her weapon. She actually does get a weapon, and she does come with her Astro Blaster and the head, obviously. So, and she comes with an effect that looks, which is, I think, is new, because it's not something I've seen. So her weapon has a little effect that comes out of it, as you can see. So that's something new, and honestly, I still display them with their heads on, even though they creep me out. Like, you can see Kimberly's display with her. I don't know if you can see it, but Kimberly is displayed with her head, even though it scares the hell out of me that she's creepy. Like, it's creepy. Let's be real. So I'm not happy with Ashley's head. Please, Hasbro, stop. Stop it. Like, I can't take these heads anymore. I honestly cannot take these heads anymore. So there's honestly not enough of this wave for you to be very excited about. Even the two new ones are reissues, pretty much. Like, when are we going to stop this one-up of Bandai? Like, it's clear that Hasbro is like, hey, we can make them better, and we'll add, heads, so it'll be better than Bandai was. And that was fun in the first year, but can we move on? This is boring. You're boring me. Can we move on? Because I love Ashley, and I love In Space, but I feel like we could have done something. We could have had another female in here. We could have done so much more. And why are we doing Goldar again? Why are we re-releasing Goldar? And I get them re-releasing the Black Mighty Morphin Ranger. I get that, because Zach needed a non-Dragon Shield figure that wasn't a Walgreens exclusive. So I get that, but I don't get why they would go to Ashley so quick, especially since we don't have any in space figures yet. The only space figures we have are the Psycho Rangers, and I don't understand why we went with Ashley. We could have had a Gen figure in this wave, or we could have had literally any other female. I'm very confused as to why Hasbro decided to use Ashley again. Because like I said, she was a shelf warmer. So I don't know what that's about. But here we are. And then again, the Red Zeo Ranger is another reissue, and it's just a rehash of what Bandai already did. I mean, they're doing them better. I agree that the Lightning Collection is better. These are so many reissues. Ashley is a reissue. Tommy's a reissue from the Legacy line. Then Goldar and Zach are basically reissues too. So honestly, you could skip this wave and not really buy anything. Unless, please buy Ashley though. We do need to support our female figures because they very rarely make them, as we've learned. And so do support the female figure releases if you're a completionist, or if you're in Space fan, or if you're just a fan of Tracy Lynn Cruz. I mean, go for it. Please support the female figure releases if you want to. But yeah, again, honestly, you could basically skip this wave if you wanted to save some money. You could skip this wave. I mean, that's just how it is. As I said, I did pre-order already. I did pre-order Ashley and Tommy and Zach. I don't need Goldar because I have the good version of Goldar, I guess, is what you want to call it. He was the GameStop exclusive, so I guess he's a little better. But, yeah. Well, you're going to get more of an in-depth review from me when I actually have the figures in front of me, when I can actually play with them. But I wanted to just touch a little bit on what I thought about them, and honestly, this wave is a burner wave, and you can skip it, really. Unless you really need... Tommy fits in with Zeo because we already have gold and blue, so that actually works. It was just weird. The yellow and Space Ranger being there randomly is just really weird. But again, support the female figure releases. And make sure that you stay tuned because my next video will be of the Rita and Lord Zed 25th Wedding Anniversary 2-pack, which should be here any day. I ordered it from GameStop, so it should be here. And I cannot wait to review that. So look forward to my next review, which should be coming pretty soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It would be very nice. Like this video and subscribe, please. Don't forget to visit morphinlegacy.com where we have information on all of the Rangers behind me and all of the Rangers in Power Rangers history, if you want to look that up. And don't forget to check out the official Morphin Legacy podcast, The Grid, which is returning this Friday with a brand new episode. I do guest star, but I won't be back for a while, so make sure to support the official Morphin Legacy podcast. It's going to be awesome. And keep liking these videos. I like doing them, so I will be back soon. I have to go on a hunt for Zordon and Alpha, so I hear they're being found at Walmart, so I gotta go looking for that. But my next video is the Rita and Zed 2-pack, so I cannot wait for that. So alright, thanks guys, see you next time.